Welcome back to Factor 85 Labs. Today we're going to talk about two different sling style bags and how they could be better. I want to occasionally do this with things. Take two different products or two different items that are similar and take a look at their best features and figure out how to make the ultimate product if we could combine their best features. I don't know what we'll call this. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think we should call this type of not a review video. So today we're going to look at the Vertx Commuter Sling bag and the Hazard 4 Sidewinder sling bag. Now these are very similar size and similar features. They're also pretty close in price. They both have a compartment in the back with loop fabric where you can attach extra pouches or a holster if you like carrying items that you want to keep concealed, or if you like carrying a spicy airsoft gun. This isn't going to be a review necessarily of either of these bags. These are both older models of these bags that I've had for a few years, so doing a review wouldn't really be productive because there are new versions of both of these bags. Rather, what I want to do is just go through these bags, compare some of the different features, and pick which bag has the better version of those features. So let's start off with the actual sling. The Hazard 4 sling is pretty well padded. It's got some molly on it. It's got a little load lift system up here, and even some little padding down here at this end with some extra molly. There's a lot of molly on this bag. The Vertx bag, very similar. This sling is not quite as padded, not quite as wide. It does have some loops on here where you can clip extra items. Got a little key keeper on there. It's got these leather accents. Connects down there. Very similar sling. Both of these bags have a second strap that comes around from the other corner of the bag, the bottom left corner of the bag, and will attach to the strap. Hazard 4 calls this a stabilizing strap. Vertx calls it a waist strap. I like using the little stabilizer strap because I find sometimes with a sling bag, if I'm moving a lot or I'm chasing kids, a sling bag can move around quite a bit. If you unclip the main buckle while that little stabilizing strap is still clipped on, the bag is still attached to you even though you've undone your main strap. On the Hazard 4 bag, having it up above the buckle or being able to put it up above that main buckle means that when you're wearing the bag, if you need to take the bag off quickly or you want to get the bag on and off without lifting it up over your head, which I like doing, you can just unclip the main buckle and you can take the bag off kind of like you would a backpack. When it comes to slings, for the adjustability of that stabilizing strap, as well as having some extra features like that load lifter and a little more padding and a wider strap, the Hazard 4 Sidewinder bag takes the win for the sling. Let's move to the back panel of the bags. Start with Vertx here. The back panel has a pass-through right here where you can slide it over the handle of maybe a suitcase, or you can tuck other things back in this little compartment behind the back panel. You can reach back there. The back of the Vertx bag is also relatively rigid. There are two plastic panels inside the bag, in this back panel and then in the panel in front of that, that keep the bag pretty rigid. That also helps keep any items you have in that concealed carry pocket a little more concealed because they don't bulge out or push out, and they don't bulge into your back if you do have something in that compartment. Hazard 4 Sidewinder back panel is padded, pretty comfortable, but it is not rigid. It's very flexible. The whole bag is very flexible. That was an issue for me if I was carrying a laptop or anything in this bag and I was carrying it. If I bent over, sometimes I felt like I was going to break my laptop or just fold the bag in half. So when it comes to the back panel of the bag, the Vertx Commuter Sling definite winner there. So now let's look at the concealed carry compartment of the bags. We'll start with the Vertx bag again. So the concealed carry compartment is accessed with this zipper right here, and it's got this large rapid access tab on the zipper pull, which allows you to grab the bag, pull it around in front of you very quickly, and open this zipper up. The inside of this concealed compartment is loop fabric on both sides, and I'm not going to go too much into depth about this because this compartment has changed quite a bit on the newest version of these bags. Let's take a look at the Hazard 4 bag. Now the compartment on the back of the Hazard 4 bag is really more of a laptop sleeve that can double as a concealed carry pocket. It's not as easy to access, and it doesn't open all the way up. You do have some loop side fabric on one side, and the other side is this really soft kind of quilted material. So when it comes to that concealed pocket, the Vertx bag, definite winner there. So let's look at the main compartments, the carrying capacity of these bags. We'll start with the Commuter Sling again. We've got a smaller compartment on the front. This one has some little organization. The main compartment here has some extra organization pockets on one side, all loop fabric on the other side where you can attach more Velcro items. There is a strap in here to put over a laptop or a tablet or books, whatever you're carrying in there, so items don't shift around too much. Let's look at the Hazard 4 bag. There's a smaller pocket on the front, and this compartment opens up, and it's got these little pieces of webbing here that keep it from opening all the way out. There is another little pocket on the front of this thing too. And then the main compartment of the bag. So you can open this thing all the way up. The main compartment is just a big rectangular compartment. There's a couple little pockets on the sides and some mesh pockets on the lid side there. So when it comes to the compartments or carrying capacity of these bags, I'm going to call that a draw. I think the Hazard 4 has much better carrying capacity, and I like being able to open the bag all the way up so I can see everything inside. The Vertx bag has a lot more organization on the inside. It's a little easier to get into those, but I really wish you could open the bag all the way up, like when you take the bag off. Let's talk about access. The Vertx bag has everything on an angle so that it is very easy to access when the bag is pulled around in front of you. The pockets don't open all the way so that nothing falls out. The Hazard 4 bag though, not so easy to access. All these extra straps and stuff on the outside also make it hard to get into because they get in the way of the zippers, and the zippers themselves are pretty small, and it can be hard to get to the zipper pulls. So for accessibility, Vertx Commuter Sling definitely wins. So now let's talk about external organization. The Hazard 4 has all of the external abilities that you could ever want in a bag. It is literally covered in moly. Every single surface of this bag is covered in moly. These extra straps and clips tend to get caught in zippers when you're trying to zip pockets up, or they flop into the back panel, or they flop into the main compartment. There's just too much on this bag. The Vertx Commuter Sling has one of the most ingenious kind of external extra carrying capacity. There's this carry handle, and under that carry handle there's this little flap. It's got a zipper down either side. And if you pull that down, underneath that there is some moly webbing and a little bit of Velcro where you can stick things or attach extra pouches. This flap can also tuck underneath this front of the bag. There's a compartment here where this flap will just tuck in, it Velcros shut again, and now you have changed the front of the bag. So you've got that moly and Velcro accessible. But this flap is much, much better than that. It's also got these extra straps with little G-hooks on the end. They clip into these little loops on the side of the bag, And that gives you all this extra space. You can use this flap to carry a helmet, you can tuck a blanket, you can tuck sweatshirts, jackets, whatever you need, you can tuck under there, and these straps are adjustable so you can tighten or loosen however you need to attach items on the front of the bag. You can use that space in the front as an extra pocket that you can access from the top when you're wearing the bag. The zippers also have little snaps so that they'll snap in place and they won't unzip. So you can use this space on the front to tuck items in down this way as well. So when it comes to external organization, Vertx Commuter Sling, definite win there. So, hydration capabilities. Both of these bags have the ability to carry a hydration bladder. They've both got a loop inside at the top where you can attach a bladder, and then it's got pass-throughs up at the top where you can run your hydration hose out and down the strap. Big difference on the Hazard 4 bag, the outside has water bottle pockets. That is a big deal. I like carrying water with me when I'm out and about. The Vertx Commuter Sling does not have any water bottle pockets on the outside. Lastly, let's talk about the overall look of these bags. So the Hazard 4 Sidewinder has a very tactical look to it. It's got all the MOLLE. Now I feel like that makes the bags much more noticeable, and I feel like it makes them stand out. I know not everybody agrees with that. Some folks say it doesn't really matter, nobody cares, nobody notices. But I think people do. I've especially noticed when I go to some bigger cities, and definitely when I have flown and carried this bag, or when I have gone out of the country to other countries and had this bag with me. So Vertx bags are made to be super low key. They're made to blend in, and they just really do. There's not a lot of features on them that stand out. I really like the colors. They come in a couple different colors. This one I really liked, has these nice leather accents. Really, really nice looking backpacks and bags. So I'd give the Vertx bags a win for overall look. So if we wanted to make the ultimate sling bag, or make a better sling bag at least, I'd say we start with the Vertx Commuter Sling. We take the sling system that's on here off, and we replace it with the sling from the Hazard 4 bags. Maybe we can keep the cool green color and leather accents. We'll take those external water bottle pockets from the Hazard 4 bags, especially those expandable pockets, and then we'll just take the carrying capacity and the ability to open all the way up, and we'll throw that in this bag too. It's nice that this bag opens up partway so you don't dump it while you're carrying it, but other Vertx bags have that feature. They're gamut backpacks with the little snaps so they open partway, or you can unsnap and open them all the way. There's no reason this bag couldn't be that way, and that's how I would make the ultimate bag. Just take the best features from both of these, combine them together, and get the best of both. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of these two bags. Let me know if you think I'm right on which of these features are the best, and if that would be the right combination of the best of features to make the best sling bag. Give me your thoughts. Hit the little like button if you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed to Factor 85 Labs, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.